2500 tick trap.
Pandas, 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 pandas. I got broads in Atlanta, just in Dublin and Atlanta. Got the cars and the scammers. Pandas! Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. Glad that you guys are here. Thanks for joining, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Tuesday, pandas. It is Tuesday. We had huge news this morning, the CPI numbers. And boy, oh boy, did they move the markets. But now we're kind of diddling in the middle. Not doing much. Pandas! I'm bye money. If you're just joining, drop a GM in the chat. Scalp that like button. We are ready to rock and roll here. We are ready to rock and roll. We got 20 accounts, pandas. I did break one of my cardinal rules, which is to stop trading after 3 losses. But I could not help myself. We're up currently $100 on each account. I mean, pandas. Pandas. This one candle was enough to pass any account with Apex. This morning, yours truly took advantage of it. And it doesn't look like much, but all you needed was a move from here to here. All you needed was a move from here to here, and you're able to pass every single account trading max contracts. So hopefully you guys took advantage of the news. I mean, I posted every single day. Not every single day. I posted every single week what news I think is big enough to move the markets. I call it make or break your accounts, because either you make the funded account or you break it. Either you pass or you fail. Make or break your eval, essentially. And I definitely took advantage of it. Let me say good morning to a couple of my pandas here. Day Trader, good morning. Albert Emma, good morning. Stitch, y'all. Scruffy, good morning. She says, got a MFFU 50K account yesterday. 1,500 away from passing it. Congratulations. Hope you get it today. And also, forget MFFU. MFFU is trash. Do TPT. You will not regret it. TPT, you will not regret it. I'll tell you, there is some sort of like freedom when they say there's no consistency rules, one day withdrawals. I'm just telling you, you will not regret trying TPT at least once. Little Hammer, hi all, good morning. Tuan An Hong, good morning. Moashi, good morning. Welcome everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for dropping GMs in the chat. Pandas, we're gonna get it today. I have a feeling today is a day. Today's a day we're gonna start making some progress. We're gonna hit our stride. I feel like today's a day. We got some nice injection of volatility from CPI numbers. I think we're in a place where we can start moving. Like yesterday was complete trash. Like yesterday, price action. Until the end of the day, right? So this is the reason why I started trading again, because we saw a big move up. And I started, all right, let's try it. And end up making some decent bamboo. But yesterday, I mean, during the trading session, this is what we had. This is the price action we had during the trading session. And some people might say, if a person says, like I've gotten comments on blah, 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 people, delusional people who've never traded before and don't understand the markets, right? They will say this. If a person complains that the PA is difficult or trash, then they are not a profitable trader, quote unquote. That is literally what people have said. When you see a market that looks like this, there are traders who will see this and say this is too difficult, right? This is too difficult. It's very difficult to make money in this market. And I would say just during streaming, it just happened to be very difficult and thus hard to make money. It's just every day is different. Every day is different. Some days it's going to be your day, right? It's going to be your day. Some years it's going to be your year. And that's just how trading goes. You know, Jade Cap said he made money in the, what's it called? In prop firms, but he did not make a lot of money last year. He made very little money last year compared to this year. This year he made like over 2.5, like he made 2.5 million something. But last year he made like 100K or something, which is still a lot. But compared to 2.5 million, it just shows how difficult trading can be. Depends on the market conditions. Alex says, does TPT have a daily loss limit? It does. So if you're talking about evals versus funded, I'm going to only talk about funded accounts, right? Funded accounts, I'm only talking about funded accounts. So funded accounts, there is no daily loss limit. Sorry. There is no daily loss limit. There is only a trailing stop loss. Sorry, what am I saying? There is only a trailing threshold. There's a trailing threshold when it comes to TPT. And yeah, that's it. There's no daily loss limit. But you can kind of consider the trailing threshold like a daily loss limit. The trading threshold is, it makes trading very difficult. It makes trading difficult only until, of course, you get to the static threshold. Then things get much easier. You can start swing trading. You can trade multiple positions. But until then, like you got to trade pretty conservative until you get to the static threshold. Trading threshold stops after you hit balance, though, right? Um, yes, the trading threshold turns to static threshold once you hit the buffer. So there is a safety net or a buffer. They call it a buffer. Apex calls it a safety net. I think safety net is a good term for it, to be honest. But basically, it's the same amount as the threshold. So for the 50K counts $2,000, you got to get over $2,000, and then from there you can start withdrawing whatever you make beyond 2,000. If you know, yeah, and your threshold turns static. So that is just how they do it. TPT, I would 100% recommend trying TPT. Let's say you're just join. If I just started joining the game, I would choose TPT over Apex. That's that's because TPT, in a sense, right, is just when it comes to trading, is in the sense of fund account is much easier to get payouts. It simply is. There's just no question about it. But with Apex, the reason why I'm trading Apex is because I'm not. I haven't just started. You can trade up to 20 TPT going to trade up to 5 accounts. With Apex, you can trade up to 20 accounts, which means you can make 4 times as much money as you can make with TPT. More difficult to get the payouts, but the trade-off is when you get to payouts, this is going to be that much more, right? That much more, and hopefully you get to payouts at a certain way in your trading style. And for me, like my trading style is very it's very compatible with Apex, right? I trade usually one contract, max like 4 contracts, 1 to 4 contracts between there, and my risk reward is very good. So I just I just have my training style is just very appropriate for Apex. Like I really never got denied a payout. I got denied a payout 1 time in my life, and that's because I flipped too many days. And that was because I actually was testing something. I was testing if what they consider flipping, and at the time they didn't make it very clear. So I thought flipping was just trading micro, but apparently you can also flip minis, and that's what I was doing. I was flipping minis to see if that would also be considered flipping. But their definition of flipping essentially is anything you make less than $100. You have to make at least $100 for it to be considered flipping. So, but if you can make $100, right, that's a 5 point scalp on the Nascraq. Like almost any break of a previous candle's high or low is like 5 points right here. Five, like this is 6 points, right? You could have made money there. It's just like making 5 points on the Nascraq is very easy. So, at least in my opinion, it is. It might not be for everyone, but of course you can lose too. But yeah, you just need to make 5 points, and then that won't be counted as a flipping day. It'll just be counted as a regular trading day. The probably the most annoying rule for to me is the 30% consistency rule. To me, that's like it's just a weird thing to think that there is a certain money like you can make too much money. You don't want to make too much money in one day. That's kind of I understand you don't want to lose too much money in one day, but to make too much money in one day, when it comes to trading, like that doesn't really make sense for me in terms of like actual trading. Like if I was really trading my own money, I would never be like I can only make this much money. I'm gonna give myself a 30% consistency rule. Like I don't think a real prop firm like a prop firm like the old school days, like they'll limit you on how much money you can make. I think they'll limit how much risk you can take, but not how much money you can make. Like let's say maybe you are making a lot of money, and they're like, all right, let's reduce your risk. I think if you make a lot of money, they say make more money for us, keep making money for us, and you know I don't know. I just kind of like bother. I think the thing that bothers me the most from that rule though is that they reset your consistency rule after your payout. You got to start all over. You got to start all over. So that it makes Apex very difficult to get to the second payout. But we're gonna try something here. Once we get to one payout, we're gonna try something to get to the second payout very easy. Very easy. Big gap up here from the news, right? We have this like big range here from the news bar created by the news, and we're gonna probably treat this as a trading range until we break out of it. So just be aware. It could get little dicey here, a little choppy here. Creating a triangle. If I were to guess, we're going to come back to the previous day's close to fill the gap on the 5-minute chart. It's not very far away. I feel like we probably will try to fill the gap. ES Trading says it's obviously to prevent people from taking advantage of the easy big money days, whereas you said every trader with their own account takes advantage. Yeah. So TPT, you can take advantage of those big easy days. You can make as much money as you want. Well, actually, let me take that back. They actually will cap you at $10,000. If you can make $10,000 in one day, then they actually convert your account to a Pro Plus account. They lock your account up and say basically you can't trade anymore. And I think that's to prevent them from losing too much money as well. I mean, TPT has some safeguards as well, which I kind of like. Because to me, like, it almost makes no sense. Like, I want them to have some safeguards. It gives me confidence that they have some longevity. They have some ability. They have some ways to have some longevity in their business. They have a lot of little tricky things. There's also another thing here that people probably don't know about TPT just because they haven't spent as much money as I have on TPT, and it's this. You have a limited amount of pro accounts you can have per month. Probably none of you knew that, but I'm telling you that right now. And again, it's another. I actually don't mind that. I think that's really smart because instead of like limiting you on your trading, right? They kind of limit you on how many accounts you can open, so you can't just spam accounts. And I think that will put you in the mindset, so, okay, like these next accounts, like they make some accounts more valuable. So the accounts you want to trade more carefully, and the thing is, they always take a split from you. So I think I like it. I like the fact they put a limit. I wish Apex did the same. Oh, Bujo knows about it too. Apparently, maybe he also ran into the limit, but you can have up to 10 counts in 30 days, and so to me, I think that's excellent because pro count equals P exactly. Yeah, that's just another name for it. And I prefer that, right? They put their risk mitigation in other areas rather than your trading, right? They basically said this: if we're going to allow traders to trade freely, what do we have to limit? What do we have to limit on other parts of our system so we can protect ourselves from ruin? And one way is to limit how many pro accounts you can have per uh, per 30 days. It's not per month, but per 30 days. Like, month makes it sound like it resets every month, but it's per 30 days. So I'd much rather have that. Like, I'd rather have Apex tell you, like, trade however you would like, but you can only have 20 accounts per month. That's it. 20 accounts per month. I would much rather prefer that. That would make me say these 20 accounts are very precious. I'm gonna trade them as best as I can, but I can also trade freely when it comes onto those like really nice days for me. Like I want to be able to make as much money as I can. Like I much rather prefer. I love TPT's model in terms of their payouts and their funded accounts. It's just makes the trading experience so it makes it fun again. It makes it fun again for me. Fail second entry short. We're still within the range here, so kind of can be a little funky here, a little volatility. Very volatile. Could be very volatile here. Feels like it's just short, but doesn't hit any type of supports here. Does pop up again. Could be a nice push up, right? Fail to reverse. Basically a double trap here. I'm gonna sit on my pause until we find some more clarity. Strong bull bar on the 5-minute chart. Or strong bull bar ending on time on the 5-minute chart. Right, but far away from the previous day's close, which is a gap. And one bar is not enough for me to really gauge, you know, if we're gonna be bullish, bearish. You want to see some follow through. We can have a morning reversal around 950. This could just plummet to the ground, right? We have huge gaps beneath, like huge gaps. Not only on the 5-minute chart with the regular trading hours, but also in the Globex session, right? The tick charts with the Globex, including the Globex. There's a huge gap here. Absolutely sick. It's absolutely sickening. So sick. Okay, popping up. We might break the top of the range first, which is great. Right? As long as we break some part of this range, then that's what we want to see. Maybe get a better idea of which the direction of the market we will go. Okay, 5-second short. Maybe second entry long here. Either act as resistance here. Let's see if we can get a nice trade here. I think that's resistance currently, right? 1, 2, 3 hits. It's hard for me to go long here. But at the same time, I feel like it does have a good chance to pop off. Right? If we break the upper part of this range, we could really pop off. But also most ranges, we have failed breakouts. If I take this long, I would like it on a support here. Again, the only problem with taking this long here, not the only problem right now. Right now, if we hit this trend line and 20 EMA, the main issue is we don't have much room to break out of because there's a resistance here, a potential resistance. Feels like an entry long potential here. Top right of your screen, you can see how many ticks it is. It's 500 tick chart. Feels like entry long. Does trigger above the 20 EMA. Now we're on our trend line, pandas. We're on our trend line here. I gotta try, I think, here. I'm gonna try here, see what happens. Because of risk reward. I'm thinking about risk reward and how good it might be. With the probability here, could be a very good trade. Small risk. Very small risk. Excellent reward potentially here. Very small risk, very good potential reward. Clearly above the 20 EMA here. Could pop off. I want to break above this resistance here. Hopefully we can start hitting our stride soon. Still in one contract. We're going to take these accounts very slow. One trade at a time. Possibly new high here. I'm going to hold it for the breakout. We're going to hold it for the breakout and then put a tight trailing stop on it. Because we are still in the trailing threshold, we cannot swing too aggressively. So we're going to put a tight stop here if we get a nice breakout here. Breaking out our strong bull bar ending on high above the resistance. It gets snapped back down. Snaps back down. But this right here makes me curious. Maybe we can really have a nice strong breakout. I can put a tight stop, basically one tick beneath the previous candle's low. Or I can wait for pivots to be created. I think I'm going to wait for a pivot to be created here. I like a nice pivot here, if we can get it. I'm just thinking about really good risk reward now. Like this could be excellent risk reward. We don't hit the 1 to 2. But with a pivot here, this would be excellent because the pivot's basically at 1 to 1. So at least we can like make our 1 to 1. Popping off. 1 to 2 was made. 1 to 2 was made. Usually I'll take profits here, but I just have a tight stop loss, so we'll just protect that 1 to 1 and get hit at 1 to 1. All right, so we're up 160. Unfortunate, right? If this pops off now, it's just unfortunate. It comes back down here to hit below this pivot, which is just price action wise. Feel like that's the right place to place my stop. If this pops off, it is what it is. Two strong bull bars on the 5-minute chart, right? Strong bull bar with some follow through. If it does pop off, it is what it is. The reason why I put my stop loss here is because of the potential of making a lot of money on this trade with a really good risk reward, but also protecting myself, protecting some profits. So for me, here was the place where I felt most comfortable with to say, hey, if we come back down here, I'm just going to take my profits because who knows, it can reverse. I don't want to come out break even on this trade. I want to make some bamboo. And the market was kind enough to give us a pivot to work with. And so we had to pivot, right? A pivot basically is this. When you get a break of a previous candle's low, like let's say you're in an uptrend, right? You're long. We have a break of a previous candle's low, and then you break a previous pivot high. So you got to break a previous pivot high. The previous pivot high is right here. It's a little hard to see what I'm saying. Let me use another example here. So let's say like right here. This is a better example. We get a strong push up. Let's say I go long right here. Let's say I went long right here. And then we get a strong push up. And then the pivot is created when we break a previous candle's low. Right here. We break a previous candle's low. We create, and then we break a previous candle's high, which will create the pivot, but we don't move the stop loss until we break the previous pivot high, which is right here. So when we make the previous pivot high, the reason why that's the case is because if that happens, you're making higher highs and higher lows. Making higher highs and higher lows. Making higher highs and higher lows. That's like the definition of higher highs and higher lows. And that's why you want to then move your stop loss to right here. And then we keep doing that until it no longer happens and you basically will stop. Actually, amazingly, your next pivot's here. And then when you get this pop off, you don't move this pivot until you break a previous pivot high. You don't break a previous, right? You create a pivot here. You create this pivot here, but you don't break a previous candle's high. So you don't move your stop loss until you break a previous candle's high, which is right here. This is when you actually break the previous pivot high. And then now you can move your stop loss here. So that's how you would manage that trade. That's like swing trading, basically. Okay, we're basically looking at, looks like we're having a failed breakout here. That's what it seems like. I would gladly take a reversal thinking this is a failed breakout. Okay. Lower high. Could be aggressive move down. I'll just wait for my fail second entry long or second entry short. Palamaju says, yo, bro, don't you know that Apex Trader funding is a scam? They have been denying payouts to traders who earn their money. I'm a trader made a great video about them. Such a joke. Such a joke. I would say Apex Trader is a scam. I would say it, but there are way too many people who are getting payouts, myself included. There are crazy amount of payouts being made. If they denied your payout, it's most likely because you broke one of the rules, albeit the rules being quite subjective sometimes. TPT giveaway is a scam. I realize I can't. You know what? Like I realize I can't do 50K. I can't even do 50K giveaways anymore. I want to give away more 50Ks to you guys, but after like looking at the price, it's not worth it. So the only way I can do a giveaway now is with the 150K accounts, and they're a little harder to get. So the next giveaways will be 150K, but the 50K, I mean, technically, it just depends, right? Like, it depends. If you're gonna get your eval or your test account to funded, then yeah, it's cheaper just using the promo code BBM, 30% off, no activation fee. If you want to just try to dabble and try TPT, then it's cheaper just to, obviously get a free account and just try it. Second entry long. I'm looking for the fail second entry long here. Pandas, baby, baby. I think this is like a nice trade we can try with two, just because again, the risk reward is absolutely insane here if we can get it. But now, if we break this pivot high, no longer interested. As long as we're beneath this pivot high, I think we have very good potential here to reverse. We'll take two here because of the like S tier type setup. Coming off of resistance, fail breakout, fail second entry long. Very good potential. This could really move here. Okay, we're in this trade. If it reverses, it reverses. Like, I'm not regretting taking this trade. I think this trade is an excellent trade. Fail second entry long, coming off resistance, right? Break a trend, new high. You got everything going for you for this trade, and I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm gonna hold it, see what happens. If you lose, you lose. I've already considered, a loss here, right? This is the price of this trade. All right. If it reverses here, a good chance that we lose this trade. Very good chance if it reverses here, right? This H4 setup on the opposite side. 2,500. I'll just take the hit. I really like this trade a lot, especially when you have this right after it, right? When you get this kind of follow through after it, it looks really good. But instead, it pops back up, and it is what it is, right? If this goes up, it goes up. I'll take the hit, and I don't regret taking this trade. I really like this trade. I think it's good just because the risk reward is so excellent here, in my opinion. And again, I just don't regret taking it. Excellent trade here. Very good risk reward, top of a trading range, lots of room to come back down, and it's just unfortunate that it's getting very sideways now. The lower high, I mean, even better, right? We get another push to the downside. It doesn't look like it's going very far down. Maybe a lot of buyers here, a lot of limit order traders, and it is what it is. But I love this trade. I don't regret taking it. I think the risk reward itself is worth taking this for this trade. If we get hit, we get hit. Move on. Move on with life. But I love this trade. I like it a lot. 2,500. Right on resistance. Right, basically created from the top of this range from the news. We get an excellent reversal pattern here. Failed breakout essentially. Right, we got to push up, break a trend, and it gets slower. Right, the momentum gets slower, and then we get pushed beneath it. We get a trap reversal here. It's just like you need diamond cojones to hold this trade. I'll extend it up to here, and I'll say this is a definite loss if we come up here. I mean, it's just a little bit further, but it gives me a little more wiggle room. And I think price action wise, this is a good area to say, your premise is no longer correct. Just take the hit. Looks excellent for me now, right? Many attempts to keep pushing up here. Every single attempt fails, and I think we might be in a good spot to flush here. Let's get it, pandas. Let's get a nice flush. I can come out break even if I don't like the trade anymore, but I like the flush. I already took all the risk here. We already paid the price. Let's see if we can get paid for our patience on this trade, and I'm hoping we can do so. We shall see, though. Hoping we can get paid for our patience here, holding this excellent setup. Again, come up break even here. This coming after resistance like this, I gotta hold this trade. I think it's an excellent trade. If you lose, you lose, but I think it's an excellent trade. Give me a strong bear bar. I think that would trigger a lot of shorts to come in. That's not a strong bear bar. Not right now. Still not a good bear bar. Need a strong bear bar here, and I think a lot of shorts will jump in here. We need a strong bear bar. One strong bear bar. Okay. Interesting. Pops up here. This could be the push that takes me out. Could be trading range here. I've just learned from the past couple weeks, like if you're in a trade, just hold it. Hold it to the bitter end. Take the hit, move on. Next trade, you know? Take the hit, move on, next trade. That was with 2 contracts, so we're in 1 and 2 now. I still love that trade. I think it's an excellent trade. We're right at resistance here, created by the news, and break a trend new high, losing momentum. Get the feels like an entry long here set up, and just the buyers are just too strong, couldn't get through, and that's gonna happen to you sometimes. I think that was an excellent trade. The risk reward is amazing, and just doesn't work in our favor today. All right, plenty of targets beneath. Top of a trading range, of course, the first target will be, a clear target will be the bottom of the trading range. You also have filling the gap, 5-minute chart, and yeah, just a lot of things about it I loved. To me, at least an A tier setup, which for me warranted 2 contracts, and now we're down 570. That's all good. Very small price to pay for the potential amount I was about to gain. Very small price to pay, in my opinion. I would say I would be counter trend trading. I mean, the thing about trading ranges is you should counter trend trade. That's the idea of trading ranges, right? Trading ranges at the top of resistances, then you should be trying to short there, or potentially look for some short. And if you have your entry, then you should try. I think there are many attempts here that I think were all good attempts to reverse, but this obviously pushes up. Right, in a trading range, the rules are different. The trend is your enemy in the trading ranges. But with that failed reversal, this just pushed up forever. I personally think that was a place to reverse, and since we didn't do it, I don't know what's stopping us from just blasting off. Continue to blast off here. Yeah, there's a new high, right? Break a trend, new high. You have a trend here, broke the trend, new high. So there was a new high, right? Break a trend, new high. So if you, I think one thing I knew that a lot of people took that reversal here, and many people try to take that reversal, is the moment that basically the reversal failed, it's blasting off, right? So you have all those people who basically, like, for instance, for me, right, I had my stop loss here, and this kind of breakout is caused because all the stop losses for all the traders who did exactly what I tried to do took their stop loss here, and they got triggered, and it kind of made this breakout happen. All the this is created by stop losses. This move up here. I could try to go long. Close enough to the 20 MA. I think now at this point, since that reversal failed, I'm looking to go long if I can. Let's see if I can get in this trade. Okay. Looking for a new high. Like, to me, it's like this reverse, the fact that this failed and is popping off makes me feel like this can go up for a long time. Like, we have a strong bull trend day today. So now my premise is long. In a sense, like, this was a chance to short it. It didn't happen. So now we're gonna just go with the trend here, right? We're going with the breakout. Where it should have reversed, it didn't. It said breakout. So now we're gonna trade with the direction of the breakout here. Looking for a new high. Still better than a 1-to-1, which is great for me. If we can make the new high, we'll see if we can get there. I could also try to swing this, but a strong bull bar. Yeah, we make the 1-to-1, or we make the new high here. So we're 2-2. We're 2-2. Okay, popping up, making new highs, right? Higher highs, higher lows. Still an uptrend. Do I want to jump in this uptrend? At this point, I could try until it fails, you know? I can try until it fails. Keep going first entries and keep going for the new highs. If no new highs created here, then that's going to break our trend, right? It's going to break the pattern that we've been in, which is every first entry is making new highs. If we get a second entry long, I'll just take the hit here, and then I will try. If it's in a good place, I'll try to go long again. Okay. I didn't get stopped out, but I also didn't take my profits at the new high.
Target filled.
Okay. I would call that a skunk. That's not even a win. That's not even a win. But amazing, right? The pattern continues, right? Every first entry is making new highs, and we're not breaking previous pivot low. Very strong uptrend here. Still in the trend of every pivot high or every first entry is making a new high. Absolutely super strong uptrend here. Austin Hare, good morning. Up $75 by accident. Press the wrong button. I'll take it though. I'll take that any day. Comes with the accidental button press strat. Should I continue this trend until it fails? I'm a little more hesitant since we're kind of breaking this channel now. Thinking it might come back to the 20 EMA here. I'm not gonna fight this trend though. I'm gonna stay long. I'm gonna stay long. Still looking for longs here. Ooh, coming after these dojis. I don't like that. Yuck. I don't like these. I don't like this doji here. Yeah, I'd rather wait for a second entry long at this point. If that's what's gonna give me. We do get close to our 20 EMA. Get close. Don't quite touch it, but get close. Maybe second entry long here. Live for your fight. 3,000 hours is less than 2 years of trading full time. You're barely out of diaper. I love it. I love it. What a great response to someone saying, I got 3,000 hours of trading, bro. Trust me. Bro. Bro. Trust me, bro. You don't know who I am. I'm a random person on the internet. Trust me, bro. I got 3,000 hours of trading. Trust me, bro. Second entry long. Come out for our 20 MA. Let's see if we get some bamboo here. Let's get some bambooskis. Hadouken! Let's get a nice little scalp here. At least a 1-to-1, right? That's what we want. At least a 1-to-1 here. And let's see where the sky's the limit after that.
2,500 tick trap.
Got to get that 1-to-1. If we can't get that 1-to-1, pandas, I might as well. I'd rather just lose the trade if we can't get a 1-to-1 on this trade. I'd rather just lose this trade. I will not get out until a 1-to-1 is met. Very close to 1-to-1 strong bull bar leading up to it. We got the 1-to-1. Now we can take our risk off. And we'll start swinging this. But honestly, I should scalp at this point. We're late in trend. Maybe I should scalp out. Let's see if we can get this a little higher push up here. This probably take me out break even. I'll be surprised if it doesn't take me out break even here. I'll take it, but I'll be surprised if it doesn't take me out break even. Goodness gracious. This always takes you out break even. Usually, like, it always takes you out break even before it makes its final move. It makes it feel like it's worth just holding the original stop loss and seeing if you can make that 1-to-2 on the second contract. You know what I mean? Ooh, fails second entry short. This could be a nice blast off here. Or doing exactly what I was going to do, which is take me out break even before it makes this move. I'll take the trap though, triggering. I'm just moving it. Technically, I shouldn't move it yet, right? We have to break this pivot high in order for me to move my stop loss to the pivot. We got to break that pivot high first. To have a proper swing, right? To have a proper swing, we need a higher high. Okay, we broke. Actually, we still haven't broken. Okay, there it is. So now we have something to work with. We have higher highs, higher lows. And now we're going to work with this pivot. And either I can look for this target here, or I can just keep raising my tight stop loss, right? Pretty tight stop loss, in my opinion here. Little hammer. I do 3,000 hours in 6 months. Well, Panda does 3,000 trades in 6 minutes. All right. Got me. Got 'ems. Got 'ems. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here, pandas? One to two? Should I just be happy with that? I mean, we're just late in trend. That's why I'm like willing to take the 1-to-2. Just late in trend. Almost makes the 1-to-2. I'm going to protect my stop loss now at the 1-to-1. So at least we can come out 1-to-1 here on both of those. Only reason why I'm so conservative with this the stop loss is because it's so late in trend. So I'm just trying to scalp out as much as I can. Yeah, I don't mind getting hit here just because I'm basically protecting my one-to-one at this point. So yeah, I might not make the 1-to-2, but at least I made the 1-to-1 on both the contracts. I'm fine with that. We're at 195. So that was 2. So we're 4-2 now. Mind you, the ATR currently is 7.92. Right, I have a 14 period ATR. So like the amount of money we're making today, it's gonna be very little. It's gonna be around 10 points probably per trade. Like that seemed like a lot, but honestly, that was 11-point trade, pandas only. So like I'm up 195. That's pretty much like what the market's giving us, right? We're just not having big candles here, very small candles. Another second entry long here. I don't mind that because that just means your risks are smaller. You don't make as much money, but you don't lose as much money. And in these market conditions, I don't mind that at this point because the market conditions are actually doo-doo caca. Actually doo-doo caca market conditions here. Again, looking for a 1-to-1. If we can't get a 1-to-1, then forget it. We're also risking, like, look at this risk here. It's 10-point risk, pandas. Like, that's the type of risk we're handling today. 10 points. What is this nonsense? But as long as it keeps going up, we're going to go long. Second entry long here, coming off the 20 MA, off our trend line. Almost makes a 1-to-1. Almost, and that's the key word. We didn't quite get there, so I'm waiting for the 1-to-1 to get hit. The 1-to-1 doesn't get hit here at this point, then it can reverse pretty hard. People front running that 1-to-1. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like the fact that it's reversing here right before it hits the 1-to-1. You gotta hit the 1-to-1 to make this trade worth it, in my opinion. We're so late in trend as well that I'm just scalping here. I'm no longer swing trading. I'm just trying to scalp in and out because you're so late in trend. This 1-to-1 is very hard to get. Okay, finally get it. 5-2. So this little dinks and donks. That's what we're getting here right now. 395 now. We're up 395 Bambaroonies. But I'm no longer swing trading because it's so late in trend. I'm just trying to keep scalping my way up on this uptrend here. And whatever it gives me, I'm just I'm going to keep taking. Again, the moment that this reversal failed was the market saying that the bulls were in control, right? We were supposed to, we're quote unquote supposed to reverse here. But when it doesn't do what's supposed to do, the opposite reaction is usually very strong. And that's just like all the bears who are basically trying to come in here. This is the result of all of them and their stop losses. Right? They're trying to scale in, and then eventually they capitulate, and we're getting this huge move up. Basically getting squeezed. All right, lots of bears getting squeezed here, in my opinion. And usually squeezes end in like climatic fashion. Like you're gonna have a huge climatic bar. This is absolutely ridiculous. If you look in the 5-minute chart, we haven't had one bar breaking a previous candle's low yet in the entire first 40 minutes of trading. We haven't had one single bar on the 5-minute chart breaking a previous candle's low. Absolutely crazy. Ends up being a good trade, right? I could have got a 1-to-2 on that trade. So sick. So sick. But I'm happy with my 1-to-1s for now, right? Just scalping in and out. Right? You're trying to use the momentum in your favor for positive EV. Right? We're trying to go long on the super strong uptrend. Getting 1-to-1 is a positive EV trade, in my opinion, when you have this strong momentum. Right? Greater than 50%. Right? The 1-to-1, all you have to be is greater than 50%, and you're profitable. That's what we're trying to do here. We're 5-2. We're only up 395 because the candles are teeny. They're 7 points large on a Nascraq 500 tick chart. Typically, they're at least around 10 to 12. When it's highly volatile, around 20. When it's super low volatility, under 10. And this is what we're facing right now. It's a super low volatility, super grind up it is what it is, pandas. Eventually, people will start taking their profits here. But like in my opinion, like I don't think the move is done, right? It's not climactic enough. It's just too many bulls are still in their positions. I just don't think this is it. Second entry long again, maybe coming off our 20 MA and bottom of our channel. But notice here, overshoot can lead to an undershoot. So we want that undershoot first. All right, nice undershoot. People could be taking their profits here. Bad signal bar. So you got some risk here, but again, super strong uptrend. We're gonna just scalp out here if we can. Maybe I'll reverse it. I have enough here to reverse this trade if it doesn't work out. Okay. Doesn't quite trigger me here, it's fine. In this trade. Do I want to reverse it here? Not with the outside bar reversal. I'll just take the hit. No thank you to the outside bar reversal. To me, you know, if it reverses, it hits me. It's just, it is what it is. We're super strong uptrend. We keep going long until I lose, and this is exactly what's gonna. Exactly what happens, right? You keep going long until you lose, and this is where you lose. Bulls are having a hard time making money now, right? And so you have to reconsider. Right, continue to go always in long. So we take the hit here. Like I'm not reversing that trade, and good thing I didn't reverse it because I would just lost money there reversing that trade. So I'm not reversing it here either, you know. So I just take the hit, and that's great trade management there because it ends up reversing back up. So unfortunately, or fortunately, I didn't reverse it. Unfortunately, I do get hit. And it's like to the tick, but very good that I didn't reverse that trade because I have recognized that this uptrend is so strong. You're going to need more than this to reverse it, in my opinion.
2,500 tick trap.
Could turn to a small trading range. Actually, in the higher time frames, already showing signs of limit order market. Just completely going sideways right now. High or low. But because of the limit order market on the higher time frames, I'm going to sit on my pause here. Wait till we come out of this consolidation. Or I can trade a consolidation and see if we can make some bamboo out of it. The only way I'll trade this consolidation is to come back up into it, not from the top to the bottom. Only from bottom to top. That's the only way I'll take this consolidation here. So basically, you got to break the low here, and then have a higher low to come back to the top. It's the only way I'll take this trading range. This is in fact already trading range. All you need for a trading range is a leg up and leg down. So this is technically already trading range. But because this is an uptrend, once this is created, it's hard to reverse it here because you're in an uptrend. If you're gonna break out, most likely going to go with trend. Just waiting. If it breaks out here, so be it. I can't participate when I know there's a trading range here. Right, and I lost money on that long, so I'm more hesitant to go long now. Bears lost money on their shorts here, so it's confusing, right? Bulls and bears just lost money there. It's just very confusing. I mean, this keeps going up. It is what it is. I'm just no entries for me. So regardless, not much I can do. It makes a new high. Straw and bull bar ending on time. With continuation. With follow through. Okay. I mean, convention says I should just go long right there. Just go long right there for a little scalp. A little scalpity scalp. I am a value trader. I like pullbacks. So if I see a pullback here, maybe interested in going long. All right. That's what I said. Convention says you should just go long right here. And that's exactly what people did. It did go long, but whoa, there's some capitulation right there. There's a capitulation right there. 2500 tick chart. That's how it looks like. Super strong bull bar, right? And this is the biggest bar in this whole series. And the most important thing, no follow through. So when you think of exhaustion, that's what you think of. Like I said, convention says just buy right here. It's two strong bull bars, just got to get in. Feels like I just short, but there could be a sense, there could be some exhaustion here. So maybe we can, maybe people taking their profits here, right? The big spike up and no follow through. Maybe it's like clear sign of people taking profits. I could look for a reversal here now, maybe. I mean, if this makes a new high, then I don't know. Could be a double top or something. Currently at 175. Just dinking and donking our way up here. Super strong uptrend though. Second entry long here. Floating in mid-air. Not interested in that. OI pattern, 2500 tick chart. Breaks to the downside, the OI pattern. Let me show you what I'm talking about, right? You got this inside bar, OI, outside, inside, right? This is outside, inside. This bar is completely inside the range of the previous bar. We call it outside, inside. And it broke to the downside. It's a strong bear bar as well. Second entry long does trigger here. You're thinking, if we see a rejection right here, then you're thinking double top. And all the traders who got stuck up here are trying to get out. But if we make a new high, then it just shows that the bulls are still in control. Let's close above this pivot high. Hard time closing above it. Maybe. Whoa! All right.
2,500 tick trap.
When you think there's capitulation, you have not yet seen capitulation. Goodness gracious, these spike ups are insane. I'm gonna just jump in somewhere, small stop loss, and just see how much. Just see if we get another blast off like that. What are the chances we get another extremely volatile push up? What are the chances of another one happening here? Chances are high. Let's say like if you're a bear and you just keep going short and you see another push up, like how painful is that for you? Small risk here. It's going higher highs, higher lows. I mean, I've seen enough pushes up here to say like this may not be done. Ooh, 2500 tick chart showing reversal. Okay. Maybe a little hesitant to go long now. Just a little hesitant to go long now. Maybe I shouldn't be. First entry. Could just make higher highs here. When you see this spike up like this, you gotta wonder if it's exhausted at this point. The 5 minute, I don't know, doesn't really show any signs of exhaustion, right? Even though it's spiking up like crazy on like the 2500 tick chart, 500 tick chart. The 5 minute is just, we haven't broken a previous candle's low yet, so bulls are all making money here. Right? Bulls have not yet lost money on the 5 minute chart. Literally, if you just have bought the close of every bar, you would be making money. Because we have not broken a previous candle's low yet. Second entry long here. Coming off the 20 EMA. I may just take it for the fact that it's a small risk. But I think I will reverse this one if it fails. Decent push down here. Such a small risk. bad looking signal bar. You gotta give me a better signal bar than that for me to even be tempted to go long. Yuck. Such a small risk though. Curly beneath the 20 MA. That's a trap setup. This is a trap setup. This is a trap setup. This is definitely a trap setup. Just waiting. This is a trap setup. This is how traps look like, right? We're going beneath the 20 MA. The main issue is the second entry long is not triggering here to create the trap. It's just slowly grinding to the downside. I will never be upset missing a move because I wait for my setup here. I've been burned too many times not fully waiting for my setup first. This just keeps trickling to the downside. Still waiting. I mean, I could wait as long as it takes. We have a hard time breaking a previous candle's high right now. I think the bears are trying to get in control here. Still waiting. I got no setup. They need a fail second entry long. Oh, eye pattern. These candles are teeny right now. Jeez Louise. Still hasn't triggered the previous candle's high. Still hasn't. Still hasn't. Just so sick. Here we go. So incredibly sick. I mean, if this blasts up to the upside, it blasts off to the upside. I'm not going long beneath the 20 MA like this. Strong bull, we're ending on its high. Still looking for a reversal here if I can get it. Still looking for that reversal if I can get it. Okay, I'm in. Big mistake maybe, trying to find a reversal here. I think there's some things in the price action that made me really want to go short here. Sitting on my pause. Again, I'm completely fine losing this trade. I could be a fool trying to reverse this market on a super strong uptrend. It just felt exhausted. And now that I see a very good looking trap trade, I got to try. And I mean, if this blasts up to the upside, so be it. I mean, just what can you do? If you see a decent reversal trade with great risk reward, you got to try, in my opinion. And here we are, trying to make it in this dog eat dog world of futures trading. We're just here trying. Panda eat panda world. We're just another panda trying. All right, let's see. If we break this low, looks good for me. Second entry short. If it snaps up, I'm done. But again, I mean, these risks are so small. Like, I don't care losing this trade. It's a 12-point risk. It's nothing. It's a risk I don't care about losing. It's the fact that I can gain like 20 points on this potential setup here. Okay, breaks to the downside. Another push down, lower highs. I don't mind losing those 10 points. It's the reward that looks great for me. I could be a fool. Maybe I should just go long. Could be a fool trying to reverse this super strong uptrend. I mean, if that doesn't take me out, I don't know what will. If this, if that doesn't take me out, I'm staying in this trade. Like, if we're somehow still in this trade, if that reversal didn't take me out, like, I don't know what will. Like, we're just staying. We're just staying here. It's only 10-point risk, pandas. All right, this should take me out here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I tried. You gotta try. You gotta try. When you see your opportunity, you got one shot, pandas, to seize everything you ever wanted. Would you capture it or let it sit by you? You got one shot. One opportunity. Hey, 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 oh, man, man, oh, yeah. I personally thought big bull bar, exhaustion, people taking their profits here on the reversal, come back to the 20 EMA to retest it. Had a fail second entry long setup here, looking delicious for me. And again, I just saw the risk reward. The risk was so small. Reward looked excellent. Could have been a huge reversal. The 5 minute, the issue is that we haven't broken a previous candle's low yet. So maybe I'm just out of my mind trying to think to go short at this point. I just don't go short until we can at least break a previous candle's low on the 5 minute chart. You know what I mean? Lots of little teeny bars here. High or low? Do I like it? It's okay. High or low about to fail though. Again, I'm not going to go short until the previous candle's low breaks on the 5 minute chart. I'm just not going to go short until that happens. Or am I? Am I trying to go short right here? Oh boy. Off our trend line, off the 20 EMA. Looks sideways though. Looks a little too sideways, going in and out of the 20 EMA as well. A lot of red flags here. Lots of red flags. Bad signal bar forming. Interesting. Very bad signal bar. No, thank you. Can I give it up? Another fail second entry long here. Is it possible to fall for the same trick 2 times in a row? You just wait and see, pandas. You just wait and see how often I can fall for the exact same trick. Pandas! Give me my fail second entry long. I'll take it again. All right, finally breaking the previous candle's low on the 5-minute chart. Usually the pullbacks are small, such a strong uptrend. But we are not even triggering the setup that I want here, unfortunately. We cannot trigger the fail second entry long without first triggering the second entry long. A little far away from 20 MA, but beggars can't be choosers here. Let's try. Snaps back up. A strong bear bar ending on its low, but snaps back up. Outside bar reversal as well, making this setup even more dicey. It's getting hit time and time again trying to short the market. You would think I'll learn one day to stop doing that nonsense. You would think I'll learn one day to stop trying that nonsense. You would think I would learn one day. Ooh, I cannot do that. I'm gonna take if this trap triggers and fails, I'm going long. Interesting. Okay. This is a short I should be looking for. What if I have like 6,000 hours? What happens then? What if I have like 9,000 hours? What happens then? What would I become? The trading god? It's nasty. Okay. Creating a channel right now. Interesting. I'll get the breakout of this channel. I'll come back to the bottom of the channel. What am I trying to do here? Usually you want to break out retests if you're trying to do something like that. Well, I can do 3,000 hours of trading in one day. You just look at like 3,000 charts, and then you look at each chart all together for 1 hour. That's 3,000 hours of trading right there. I'll just tell you right now, market conditions, it's just very difficult to make money. Very difficult to make money these days. It's just these slow grinds. The ATR is just like abysmal. It's almost a joke. The ATR is just abysmal. The ATR is just around 10, which is actually not the worst. Okay, let's try to win the next trade here. Feels sideways to me. I have some reasons to go long here, but this feels sideways to me. think for me, like, I'm willing to take these trades because the risk is so small. Like, I don't mind losing this. Trading one contract here. Let's see. Right at resistance.
2,500
If
tick
this is
trap.
channel is strong, then we're right there at the top. Could be a limit order market now. Having a hard time breaking above this channel. Again, the risk is so small, like, I don't mind losing this at all. But the fact that I could potential breakout here makes me feel like it's worth it. The 5-minute makes a higher low, which is what I was looking for. The higher low doesn't do much. No follow through on the higher low whatsoever. Another day of trash price action. It is what it is. You got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 overlapping bars in a row now. Again, like, what am I risking here? What's this risk? 13-point risk is like nothing. Potential like huge push up here. I don't know. At this point, I don't like this trade anymore. Come up break even, but the trade is too ugly at this point. Like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Target filled.
Let's come up break even. Moving on, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 overlapping bars in a row. Just there's probably better trades ahead. Probably, but who knows?
Tick trap.
When you get that many bars overlapping, just stay away. Stay away. Clearly all above the 20 EMA though. Jeez Louise. It's disgusting. Not that I don't think it will go up. The fact that I just have no idea now at this point. You get this many overlapping bars in a row. It's absolute trash. Just gotta wait. If we get an OII here, I'll take it. But I doubt we'll get OII. I'll take whatever side the OII breaks. We got an OII pattern here. We're going to. Very rare for the 500 tick to have an OII pattern. So we're going to try here with the OII. Try breakout here. Very rare to have an OII on the 500 tick. So let's try. For this very rare setup, let's try. Of course, going for at least a 1-to-1. It looks like the very rare pattern is stupid. It seems like the rarity of a pattern doesn't matter. Takes me out immediately. The next bar. So sick. 5 and 9. I tried. The OII got me. OII got me. Felt like above the 20 MA. We broke to the top side. What can I say? It got me. It got me. It tempted me too much. Now we're pushing down to the downside. Feels like entry long. I'll try to come back to the bottom trading range. But let's see if we get it. Spike channel. Why must you do this to me, market? Why must you give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 overlapping bars in a row? Why? Why? Why must you do this? That's a bar reversal. Right on the 20 MA, 2500 tick chart as well. So sick. Overlapping bars. 4 overlapping bars now. These are pushed to the downside. Cool. Very cool. Nothing else interested in though. Trading range here maybe. More or less the same. Last couple days, last 2 weeks of trading have been absolute trash. Getting more or less the same, lots of overlapping bars, lots of choppiness. So difficult to trade these markets these days. Just staring at this market. That's what today's exercise is going to be. Stare at the market until it does something. And right now it's doing absolutely doo-doo caca.
$2,500 tick trap.
More or less the same. Big up, big down, confusion. Can I take advantage of this confusion, pandas? Can I do the thing that I never do? Limit order market. Here we go. Can we do the thing that we never do? Buy limit order near the bottom of previous candles. Lows. Previous pivot lows. Just massive confusion. What's my next trade, pandas? What's my next trade? Where is a trade if I can find one? So sick. This price action. I'm about to just go long right here. Goodness gracious. Knowing that we're in a limit order market, I think we'll come back to the top of this trading range of some sort. Even though we're beneath the 20 MA, just going long here probably feels like the best trade I can find. Yeah. Last trade. Here we go. Let's get it. Either we hit this or we die, pandas. It's one or the other. Either we hit this or we die. No in between right here, pandas. No in between. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yuck. Yuck. Okay, not bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Looks decent. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, but now it's okay. You kind of probably have to let this cook a little bit, pandas. You probably have to let this cook a little bit. You might have to cook this. Let this cook a lot of bit. I tell everyone to buy. Everyone buys on their sim accounts, and somehow it's gonna affect the market. Doesn't matter. What, 5 overlapping bars in a row? That never scares me. Little pop up here. So let's let the 5-minute candle at least finish here, right? It's the second entry long on the 5-minute chart. That's all it is. Ooh, the Hooga Booga trade. It's the Hooga Booga trade, pandas. It's the Hooga Booga trade. Can we get the Hooga Booga? Can we get the Hooga Booga? And we got the Hooga Booga. We I don't know if I could calculate that any better, but we're exactly break even today with the Hooga Booga trade. The Hooga Booga. Who knows about the Hooga Booga? It's just a 1-to-1 on this. My entry was here. I just wanted 1-to-1 on my entry. Super strong bull bar, 2500 tick chart. Second entry. It's actually a third entry long. Sorry, it's a H4 setup. It's a fourth entry long on the 2500 tick chart, which is why I took it. It's a H4 setup. Basically two-legged pullbacks in a row. So you got one two-legged pullback here, A, B, C, and then another one, A, B, C, and then super strong bull bar coming off the 20 MA. And it is what it is. We got the Ooga Booga trade. The Ooga Booga. Ooga Booga. I mean, I gotta do one more trade, right? I can't just end on 0. I gotta be like a little green. I gotta be a little green today. No, 3,000 hours, you'll never learn the Ooga Booga trade. You gotta trade at least 20 million hours to learn the Ooga Booga. You have to be enlightened. The Ooga Booga. Who knows about the Ooga Booga trade? It's going even higher though. It's going even higher after the Ooga Booga. I mean, I'm exactly break even. Like it looks kind of funny because how hard is it to break exactly, like come out exactly break even? Like how hard is that? Even if I tried, I couldn't do it. It just shows you like the market itself is such a choppy market. I'm coming out exactly break even. I'm just a reflection of what the actual market is, you know? That's all I am. I'm just a reflection of what the market is. I was down what? What was I down? 1,100 or something like that. I can tell you exactly how much I was down. If I just do this, I was down. I was down over $1,000, $1,140. Little Hammer asks why long resistance after 2 legs up. It's a higher time frames. H4 setup on the higher time frames. Second entry long on the 5-minute chart triggers the exact same spot. That confluence gave me the confidence to do the Ooga Booga. I got my eyes on all the charts. But you're absolutely right. You know, it is going long right into the resistance. It can almost maybe 50-50 bounce backwards, bounce off of this resistance, or be a failed breakout. I mean, it tried to do a failed breakout. All right, let's see if the order flow does anything for us. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little intrigued by this. I'm pure price action, but I'm a little intrigued by order flow. All right, I was wondering if it gave us a divergence here, but it didn't. It didn't give us a divergence. Very hard to tell. You see how this, maybe this would have stopped me from going long here. You see this little, like, this super grindy move up here? That super grindy move is the same move as this. As this was going up, cumulative delta was going down, showing the divergence, right? And once it triggered, it just pushed to the downside. I'm a little intrigued by order flow. Right, this is the cumulative delta. Like, if it can give you a small edge, like, for instance, in situations like this, like, is this actually strong or is it weak? Then, you know, things like this could help, right? Like, well, cumulative delta says it's weak. So maybe those little things can help you here and there. And that might be all you really need, that little extra to really catch your stride, you know? You know what I mean? Something here as well. For instance, cumulative delta broke on this candle. That candle is right here. So before we broke out on the price action, this cumulative delta already broke out, showing strength. So maybe showing the bulls were a lot stronger than you thought. I mean, it could be like a lot of little things, but to to me, it's just like maybe it gives you like little hints here and there. Like I like the idea of, because I understand limit orders and stop orders, right? That's the only basically the two orders you see when it comes to the market. Well, actually, the market only sees limit orders and stop orders. So I don't know if the market can see stop limit orders. I want to say no. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. Yeah, footprints, Bigfoot, whatever. We can see that lots of buyers here, but you can say also, right? Why cumulative delta is confusing, right? You see this huge move up, which is this bar here, and then you can say that's either breaking out, or you can say it's absorption, which is like, well, which one is it? Which one is it? It moved a lot here, but didn't move very much on the price action. So it's like, is that divergence? So can we say that's absorption instead? I don't know. I think the thing about cumulative delta is that it gives you signals on both sides. So I don't know. It's just difficult. But maybe like little hints like this. Like I haven't done enough analysis on it, where it's like when you get situations where it's very choppy, and you want to see if there's pressure building in a certain direction or not, then this could be helpful. I don't know. Why LVC go up by exactly. That's all you need. Al Brooks says, "Will Albert Einstein, who would be a better trader, Albert Einstein or Forrest Gump?" He said Forrest Gump because he'll just literally just do what the market's doing, just buy. Albert Einstein would think too much. Day trade on footprint. When I see green bar with negative delta, it's a move coming. Honestly, this is the one thing I think is kind of interesting. Cumulative delta. It's because like I understand the fact that the market has basically only two orders, and the only way the market moves is if there's always buyers and sellers, but the question is that are there more market orders for the bulls, or are there more market orders for the bears? That's the only really difference, right? The only way the market moves is with the market orders. Limit orders don't move the market. It can maybe stop the market from moving, but it doesn't move the market. The only way the market moves is with stop orders or market orders. Right? That little difference between the bid and ask, which is usually one tick, is all it takes to move the market when you have thousands of participants pushing it one way or the other. And that's the only way the market can move is with stop orders or market orders. Who will make more money, Forrest Gump or Albert Einstein? Well, Forrest Gump technically because Albert Einstein's too smart to even start trading. Say, why would he waste his time? Forrest Gump is dumb enough to start trading. A stupid is, a stupid does. Super choppy. Okay, is cumulative delta telling us something here? We got a bull flag on the cumulative delta. This is grinding to the upside. Are we waiting for a move up here? No clue. Wow, so this looks like a wedge to go down. Exactly. It actually is. If we're looking at pure price action, this is a wedge to go down. It's basically a bear flag. It's a bear flag without a flagpole. Essentially a wedge, right? Pushing down strong. Looks like YL was correct. Failed second entry long. Could be an okay trade here. I think we have enough sideways movement where we can like look for reversals now, and I think we'll be much safer here looking for reversals rather than like down here. Much safer here in this area. If it feels like entry long, I'll try. S tier setup. Let's try. Hello. Pushing back up. Whoa. I don't know if you guys heard that little earthquake, but that was ridiculous. Strong bull bar ending on its high. Are we still looking for a reversal here? Potential trading range again. Same situation we found ourselves when we lost the other trade using the news bar. The risk is a little bit larger here. This happens to be these bars are just larger when my setup happens. Super annoying. All right, let's try. We do have divergence here, right? This is going down while this is going up. That is a divergence when it comes to trading. Could be it could be a signal that we are about to move reverse here pretty strong. Regardless, the risk is not too large and the reward is amazing. So we will try here. The probability is maybe 40%. Very good risk reward here, in my opinion. Oh, I think I'm a little hungry. What in the world? Trap fails here. Gonna hold it though.
2,500.
Again, I'm okay losing this. And this is probably my last trade of the stream. Completely okay losing this. I'll see a potential trading range here. Interesting because our delta is going like our cumulative delta is actually pushing down, right? This bar is green, but the cumulative delta is red. Kind of strange. That means there are more sellers here on this, right? There are more stop limit order market sells in this bar, but the bars went up. So interesting to me that it would do that. But if we lose, we lose. Move on. Move on with our lives. We'll just take the red day today, knowing it's just a little too difficult for me. Yep, just take the hit. Move on. If it snaps back down here, I mean, it is what it is. I can maybe attempt a second entry short here, but it's not really. Not real. I don't know. Maybe this can create a second entry short. Yeah, it pops up really hard the other way. Okay, fair enough. Trap triggers on the... Wow. What a move. Back down. Okay, just resets. Reloaded here. Okay, interesting. Right now we're 7-11. It's 4 loss differential. Only down 390 though, because my risk reward is just insane. Up and down, up and down. It feels like entry long, top of potential trading range again. Excellent setup. Where you have all of this room to make money here. And it's showing choppy behavior as well. So it seems like the market cycle is turning into that. We're going to short one more time here. No, thank you. Can I get any secret information from this? I don't know. Is there secret information here that's I can derive? Any edge I can find here? Maybe it was strange that this bar here was red. I'm not sure. I gotta make sure this is right. It is this bar. It's the same bar as this bar. So this is telling us that there were more stop orders, right? More market order sells here than buys. Yet the bar was green. So even with all of the stop, like all the bears coming in here, the bar ends up being green anyways. Just interesting. I think that's kind of interesting. To me, it kind of makes sense that would give you information. I could understand why that is kind of like giving you information, like a little more information than you typically would, just otherwise looking at the charts. I'm sure there was enough information here to tell me not to take that fails like entry long, but let's say because I'm so dumb, I might need something like this. The dumber you are, the more indicators you need. You know what I mean? And if you use indicators, then yeah, I'm calling you dumb. But who cares? You might be dumb, but at least you're wise enough to use indicators. Wise enough to help your dumbness. If you're dumb I'd rather be dumb making money than smart than lose money. You know what I mean? Down 390 on a trade that, again, just incredible good risk reward. Just don't get the actual move that we're looking for here. Feels like entry long here now, but break a trend new high. Still so choppy. Still so choppy. And to me, if this was like a divergence, and this would make me feel confident to go short. Whoa, what just happened now? I was like, whoa, where did this go? What? How'd that happen? Why is it on this side? Hold up. Why are you on this side? Come back on this side. Man, you see what I'm saying? Why is it on this side? How do I move it over here? How do I bring it back? Man, this is bothering me. How do I move it back here? What the heck? Why is it over here? I don't want it over here. Bye-bye. I don't know what's happening. I think we took the appropriate risk there. Small risk, not even 10-point risk on that trade for amazing potential reward there. Again, good risk reward means low probability. I don't know. Like, you know, it's like it's easy to go long when it's bullish. It's easy to go short when it's bearish. But how do you like chop? How do I chop when it's choppish? Second entry long here. But it's in the middle of all this chop. No serious directional bias here. I don't know. The risk is so small again. I don't mind taking this trade. Don't mind taking this trade and reversing it if it does reverse.
Target filled.
I don't like that at all. I don't like the strong bull bar reversing in this choppiness. Like, I don't like that at all. I took a little profit, but I don't like that movement at all. I'll tell you that much. It's diabolical right now. Got no direction. Super choppy. And no opportunities. It's just like the lack of opportunities is what actually makes me kind of go on tilt. It's just, I don't care which direction it goes. It's just there's no opportunities. Even if it's choppy, you kind of want some more opportunities. You want like chances to reverse it on big trading ranges. Like I've been trying. Whoa. I guess I should have kept that long trade. That was wild. Just blasted to the upside. Like it's super jerky movements. It just feels like the volume is just incredibly low. What in the world was that? It just like shot upwards. No follow through though. I don't think it's like a. I don't think I can even capitalize on this movement. Like I still don't know if this is going to be a strong move up. It just looks like low volume type of day. LMGAO. Laughing my gonads. I don't know. I don't know what it stands for. Laughing your gallstone off. Your gallbladder. If I just held that for some reason, it would have been boom. I did not like that. Like, and also doesn't help the 5 minute looked like this at the time, right? I was trading against this bar. Wild. This is just wild. Absolutely sick. I don't know. Did I just go long? Just go short. If anything, pandas, what you get from this channel is like true. I think I speak for everyone here when I am confused, and I think everyone's thinking the same. Like, what do we do here, or what's happening? And I think a lot of you can like relate to that. What's gold up to? Ooh, gold about to break the high. 1, 2, 3 hits, but about to break the high. Let's try gold here. Actually, I'm not copying my trades. Okay, I learned from my mistake. If we're gonna do this, gotta copy the trades. Oh, might be too late. Might be too late. Oh, okay, kind of pushes down here. Coming off our trend line and 20 EMA. Huh. Is that good enough for me? Is that pretty much good enough for me? Nah. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what's good enough for me anymore. I don't like the limit order market on the 5 minute chart forming. I don't like I just don't like any of this price action, in fact. Gold looked nice as a breakout here. Probably trigger Big Mama. Maybe I can go for Big Mama here on gold. Lots of overlapping bars here though. Okay, maybe my last attempt on a failed second entry long. Maybe my last attempt here on a failed second entry long. This just looks terrible, this price action. See what gold has to offer here. It looks like a head and shoulders, right? Inverted head and shoulders type situation here in gold. This reverses on me. I'm taking the reversal here. I just had to attempt the long because it's coming off my trend line 20 EMA and a really good looking signal bar. So I have to try at least the long here. But if it fails, I'm going to take the reversal. I got at least attempt the long here because of actually a pretty good setup to go long. But we'll reverse it here and be the final trade of the day. Rise. 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 Rise.
Target filled.
So stupid. Dumbest day of trading of all time. It is so dumb. This is even winning that trade is so stupid. Like I'm actually bothered. I can't be negative 30 here. I'm gonna try to come out break even, pandas. We're doing it. We're doing it. This market is just insane. Actually insane. It's lost its mind. This market has absolutely lost its mind. Just no reason. I mean, this ends up just being a nice second entry short or second entry long coming off our trend line and 20 make good signal bar. I just had to take it long. I was gonna reverse it too, but I just had to take it long just because it's just actually a really good looking second entry. It's been a while since I've seen a second entry long that look like this. This market is more nonsense. What can I say? Okay.
$2,500 tick trap.
What to do? What to do?
2,500 tick trap.
Maybe I'll try a higher low on gold. Higher low on gold here. Looks poised to pop off. Looks poised to pop off. Higher low on gold. Higher low on gold maybe here. Maybe not a bad setup. Yuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars in a row. Basically just best to stay away from this. Yuck. Yuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars. So sick. Second entry long here. Maybe, but 6 overlapping bars in a row. It's best to stay away. Best to stay away from this nonsense, in my opinion. Higher low here could be juicy. I usually don't like taking higher lows. I like taking the fails against your shorts in these situations, typically. But I am impatient. I've been waiting for something for so long. Nothing's happening right now. Okay. Second echelon does trigger here. Could simply just be always in long. Keep just buying. Possibly.
2,500 tick trap.
Not that I'm opposed to buying here. It's just I'm opposed to buying when there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pretty much 7 overlapping bars in a row. Stay away from it. It's just disgusting. Wait, so we get the higher low on the gold. I could just try to buy here if it's a strong bull bar. I could try in a strong bull bar. I don't love it though. I don't love it, but I can try. Strong bull bar ending on its high. No follow through though. I don't love it. I like it, but I don't love it. Okay. Basically the second echelon fails. Well, not yet. Still have this pivot to work with. See what gold does. No follow through on that. It's a shame. Let's see. I guess this is what I would do. Just see what happens. I thought this would be a confirmation for the bulls to come in on gold. But it doesn't look like they are going anywhere fast. Let's skunk it. Higher low off our trend line in 20 MA. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens with gold. Okay, losing gold. Okay, losing any trade I enter. I think the risk reward is the main appeal on this trade. Very good risk reward here. But unfortunately, you get a strong bull bar ending on its high with no follow through. It's a limit order market on gold. It's unfortunate for me. Whoa, this pops up. Okay. Cool. Let me come in for a trend line, I guess. 20 EMA as well. Coming in for a trend line in 20 EMA again. It loves this 20 EMA. It loves this trend line. Higher low. Coming in for a trend line in 20 EMA. Higher low. Coming in for trend line and 20 EMA. Could be a decent trade. But really, all I see is this nonsense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 overlapping bars in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overlapping bars in a row. I just see nonsense everywhere I look. Gold 5 and no follow through whatsoever on the strong bull bar ending on its high. In fact, gets smacked down immediately. It makes me wonder if we're just going to lose this trade altogether. Okay. The higher low doesn't really. It's a little disappointing follow through here. It's just too choppy for me. Like, I'm not gonna take any trades in this nonsense. We get this many overlapping bars in a row. You just gotta be prepared for the worst. Prepare for just like strange things to happen. Gold, I don't love it, but I will hold it for a failsafe entry short maybe. Like I said, the setup I usually wait for is a failsafe entry short in this situation, not the higher low. But it ended on its high with such a strong bull bar. I felt like there might be a chance this could lift off here. So decided to jump in. My risk reward is very clear, right? Very straightforward. It's getting a 1-to-1 on this. Second entry long here. But again, it's so choppy. Like, so is it even worth it? In my opinion, I don't think so. Is it even worth taking a trade here? Not in my opinion. Curious to see what happens here. Can we get a limit order bulls to jump in here now? I have a feeling the answer is no, but we'll see. Just expect the worst things to happen in these situations. Just nasty price action, very grindy, lots of overlap, very choppy, lots of stop order hunting here. You know, for instance, if you went long here, if you went long right here or right here, your stop loss is here. You get hit perfectly, tick shots you, and then just goes the way you want it to go. It's just exactly what happens in these types of markets. And how frustrating is that if you went long here or second entry long, get stopped out perfectly here, and it just bounces off and just blasts off. How frustrating is that? These are one of the markets you just stay away from. You're getting a bid here. A little bit of a bid. A couple bulls showing their faces here, maybe feeling that they can get a nice lift off here. Okay, pushing down now, that beneath this channel, which could be significant. The bar finish. Completely disgusting price action right now. It is not pretty price action. In fact, you get a OI pattern on the 5-minute chart that hasn't gone anywhere yet. You're going with trend, which is a good thing, but it's late in trend as well. You gotta be careful there. Pandas, I mean, I feel like I'm just wasting my time, to be honest. And it's like, the more time I feel like I'm wasting, the more dangerous it is for me, because I know I'm going to just get bored and I'm just going to enter like a random trade somewhere. Kind of like gold. I should have waited for my setup for fail second short. I mean, the fail second short could still happen here, and that'd be great. OI pattern on the 2500 tick chart. Very small risk here. Not even 20-point risk. The 5-minute chart on gold, so slow. No follow through whatsoever on the strong bull bar ending on its high, so it makes me feel like this is gonna fail pretty hard. And when you get no follow through like that, basically just shows you it's a failed breakout. If we do get a nice reversal here, I will double up my position. Let's try here. OI pattern, let's try. I'm going with 2 because the risk is so small, but these patterns on the higher time frames are way more reliable than on like the 500 tick chart. So when you get a setup like this on a higher time frame and the risk is small, I'll go for 2. I'll go for 2. I'll try. Jeez, got an OII pattern here now. Didn't I fall for this already? Didn't I already fall for an OII pattern earlier today? How many times can you fall for the same trick? Let's find out. OII pattern breaks to the upside this time, and looks like it's good for you. It's good for the market. Looks like it's good for the bulls here. It looked good. Strong bull bar ending on its high. You can reload here if you still like the trade. We're gonna double up our position on gold. Seeing as a fail second entry short potentially here. I think all eyes on gold right now. All eyes on gold. This is just choppy as you can get, isn't it? This is not as choppy as a market can get. Can it get any choppier than this? I really don't think it can get choppier than this. This is as choppy as a market can get. Goodness gracious, how choppy can you get here? I think 2 contracts are already good enough. I'm not gonna do more than that. It's fails I can just short on the 5-minute on gold. Maybe we can get a nice trade here. Maybe not. The market is just not really doing anything, really. This is blasting off to the upside. I mean, that OII pattern actually works this time, but you have to really have held it. That's scary to hold through all that nonsense. Again, so much chop. I just stay away from this altogether. Just stay away from it. It's just not tradable. Truly not tradable. Gold having a hard time getting back to my entry here, which is which is not a good sign. Can't even get back to my entry. Like, I've been negative this entire trade essentially. The moment I entered, it just reversed and it can't even come out to break even here. Feels like I just short here. Could be a good trade. There's a breakout retest the previous day's high. Let's see if we can get some good bamboo on gold. I will move my stop loss underneath this pivot low to reduce my risk. Now that we will be in 2 contracts. Trading 2 instruments and both of them are absolute trash. I'm trading 2 instruments because I'm trying to find more opportunities. Absolute trash on both of them. It's just that kind of market. It's just that kind of market we're in. Absolute trash can market here. Look at this nonsense. This is so dirty. So filthy. Such filthy price action here. Alright, let's get a good move on gold, please. Please, nice move on gold. That's all I'm asking for here. With potentially good move here. Feels like entry long. Maybe looking for that. Feels like entry long here on the 500 tick chart. Gold feels like getting short here to continue this breakout here if we can get it. Looks like nothing's really happening. It's just waiting here. Bub stocks coming in late on the stream. Okay. Gold triggered. Let's get it. We're gonna reduce our risk as we're in 2 contracts now. Let's get it.
Five-minute trap.
Looking for the fail second long. I'm gonna go short here. If we can get it. And I have enough of this nonsense here. What's gold? Strong bull bar ending on its high. No follow through again. That's fair. I think this stop loss is fair. If it gets hit, it gets hit. Move on. It's too much risk. I don't want to risk too much on this trade. Yeah, risking about 700 here on this trade. We don't get a fail second entry long. Yucks. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah, ugly. Strong bull bar ending on its high. You're expecting this to continue up. It does not give it to you. So be it. But I think for me, this is the amount of risk I'm willing to hold on this trade. Nothing more. Nothing less. We get hit. We get hit. $700 trade is already a lot for me. It's a $700 trade. Looking for a fail second too long. I don't know if we're going to get it, though. Nope. No entries here. If this, like, just flushes, we don't get a setup. It's just the name of the game, right, pandas? It's not much you can do about it. It's the name of the stinking game. All right. Might get her set up here. Might not. It is very choppy here. Taking the trap in this situation is an ugly trade.
2500 tick trap.
Very ugly trade to take this trap in this situation, in my opinion. Right? It's a limit order market. You're going to be selling at the bottom of the limit orders. I'll just wait for this. I'll wait these couple candles to finish. I mean, whatever. Strong bull bar. I like the strong bull bar. There's no follow through whatsoever. This strong bull bar, no follow through whatsoever. I don't like it. Ugly looking trade, like I said. The market's ugly. Sometimes you gotta do the ugly thing. Gold, gold, gold. Gold, gold, gold. Gold, gold, gold. How high can you fly? How high can... Woo! Come on, gold. You can do it. Hit that 1-to-1 for me. Strong push up. Strong push up on gold. Taking my risk off now. Hopefully we get a nice continuation on the strong push up. Let's just keep going. Keep going and going, going. Keep going, going, going. Feels like an entry long. Absolute trash price action. OII pattern here. I'm going to take it with 2. Let's see if we get some bamboo. OII pattern? Is it possible? It's very rare. I don't know if I've ever seen that. An OII pattern on the 500 tick chart. Just shows how choppy we are. This is so disgusting. So disgusting. So okay, doesn't give us the OII pattern. Gold, can we do something, please? Can you do that last final push up? That's all I need you to do is that last final push up here. Can we get it? Gold. So close. Push! 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 Oh, Venus! So close! What in the world? No! Please don't reverse on me. I think it looks good though, pandas.
5-minute
What can I say? It looks pretty good. It looks decent. Get my first target, please. Come on, get my first target, please. So close. It's so incredibly... Easy peasy. Goodness gracious, what was that all about? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overlapping bars in a row. Do I even try this? Do I even attempt this reversal here? Yikes. Do I even attempt this reversal here? Strong bull bar.
2500 tick trap.
Nah. Sorry. Gold, you are my only hope today. Can we get another push up? Can we hit our second target? Pretty please. Or 1 to 2, can we hit it? Oh, skunk it. You want to? I was like, suck it. I was like, that's rude. Why would I suck it? You meant skunk it. Big difference. Absolute diabolical price action. This is going complete sideways. Super trash. Like super trash price action. Like, I'm sorry for those even still watching this stream and wondering why are we still trading this nonsense, super trash, doo-doo caca price action. This piece of trash price action just untradeable. At least we got a nice trade on gold here. I guess I'll just hold this. I don't mind coming out break even on 1 to 2. Might finally make some bamboo here, hopefully. The trade just happened to be on gold. It's not even on the Nascraq. Beggars can't be choosers, you know what I mean? Beggars absolutely cannot be choosers here. Look at this price action. It actually created an expanding pattern, which means it further confirms how absolute trash this market is. It makes an expanding pattern on us. Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Can we get to the 1 to 2 risk reward? That'd be beautiful. Can we get it? Can we get it? I mean, we got the inverse head and shoulders. It could be a potential amazing breakout here. Could be. I don't know. We'll see. Let me just. This is like completely impossible. This is impossible to trade, in my opinion. Impossible to trade, in my opinion. Like, you want to go long here? Go be my guest. Go long here. Go be my guest, please. Just be my guest. Go long here. Gold is just being diabolical now on its own right. What's a good? That was only 4 points. That was a 4-point trade. The thing about gold is that every point is $100 on gold. Wow. Every point's $100 on gold. I mean, it's not as volatile, so think about it. It does get volatile every once in a while. Look at this big push down. Like, that's a lot of risk if you're trying to hold through all that. Yikes. Oh, pushing down. Who would have guessed? Top of the trading range, back to the bottom. Who would have known? Who would have guessed? It's the worst price action ever. I mean, this is how it's been the last 2 weeks. The fact that we're even up right now is a miracle in itself, to be honest. And it just happened to be on gold. It's not even on the Nascraq. I don't know. Should I just hope for the breakout? Just come out break even. Give me at least a pivot to work with, and I'll consider. Comes back to the bottom of the trading range. Well, what do we have here? Such a strong push down. Mega push down. Like a mega uber push down. Interesting. It's just in the trading range, though. That's the issue here. So if you want to go short, it's hard to because you're still in the trading range. So sick. Maybe gold will give us a pivot to work with here. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Outside bar reversal coming to the bottom of the expanding pattern. But we don't reach the top of the expanding pattern, so this could be some bearish pressure here. So sick, though. Trap fails on the 5-minute chart. Right, this is a fail second entry short. It fails, pushes up, and it reverses. We can come back down to the 20 EMA here at this point. Can easily come back to 20 EMA here. The 5 minute needs to touch the 20 EMA. Has not touched it yet. Has not touched it yet. But very high chance it will touch it. Right now, maybe. This could be the push down, especially with the failed trap on the 5 minute chart. Some incredibly strong bull bars or bear bars here. I should just sell anywhere, everywhere. I should just sell. You will look for a failed second entry, or you'll just look for a second entry short if you can. Maybe the 2500 tick chart could be setting itself up for a failed second entry long. Could be a really nice push down. Jeez Louise, like incredible push down, possibly. Gold still rising, pandas. I mean, gold is a trade of the hour for us right now. Absolutely amazing push up here. So amazing. If you get the 1 to 2, I would be ecstatic. Failed second entry long, lower high here. I'm just watching. Not participating yet, just watching. Gold, we need another push up, please. Be on a breakout mode, right? Because you had this inverse head and shoulders. I mean, technically your measure move is quite large, right? This is actually your measure move for that inverse head and shoulders if you're gonna like swing it. Just watching, not participating yet. Lower high makes a new low. Gold might hit my 1 to 2 target. I would love it. I would love that. Right? I love that because I didn't even have any risk on that trade. Right? We took all our risk off and we're about to make a 1 to 2. I just hold on my gold trade. It looks great. Looks healthy. The Nascraq, confusing as you can be. Can't get any more confusing than this. Going back and forth, in and out. Choppiness. Absolutely incredibly difficult to trade. For me, I might as well just hold my gold trade, see what happens. I wouldn't mind stop loss here because we make a new pivot. Okay, pretty strong bear bar. Ending near its low on the 5 minute chart. Could just be continuation down to the 20 EMA. Right, people just sell it down to 20 EMA here. Hard to participate, right? Limit order market starting to develop. Hard to participate. I want to go short, but I need to find, I gotta wait. Gotta be patient. Gold being all sorts of nasty right now. So, IO pattern. I will be going short on the failed second entry long on the 2500 tick chart. Jeez Louise, I'll be going short there. 2 contracts for sure. 2 contracts for sure. We never get it though. Did we get it? Did we actually get this set up, pandas? Did we get this S tier set up? We do get an S tier set up here, pandas.
Target filled.
I'm getting out of that trade because we have the S tier setup. And this S tier setup will be plenty enough to get us to max today. We're out of gold here. We basically just scalped the 1-to-1 and just happy with that. Absolute S tier setup setting up on the 2500 tick chart. Clear targets beneath. I think this is going to be a good one. Low risk trade as well, right? 15-point risk, 14-point risk currently as it stands. Still quite a lot of price action to finish, right? Quite a lot of transactions need to finish before this bar completes. We're up 760 here. Honestly, we'll be pretty happy with these profits by themselves. Gold. Maybe I should have held gold. Oh no. It's popping off. I got too excited for this trade here. Maybe I should have held gold. Oh no. Yeah, maybe silly. No reason to get out of that trade. But beautiful trade setting up here. S tier setup, pandas. I think I'm going for it. Even with the outside bar reversal, it's just too clear of a target beneath. With the 5-minute 20 EMA just basically taunting us, saying, trade towards me. I am a strong gravity. I have a strong gravitational pull. I will be a magnet and bring you in. That's exactly what the 20 EMA is saying to me on the 5-minute chart. And we're getting a setup, an S tier setup to it. I'll take it, pandas. I will take it. I don't want to even look at gold because I feel like I'm going to have that FOMO. I hope gold just reverses. Whoo-wee. Second to short maybe forming here. Could be the catalyst to start the short trade here. I don't really care if it triggers or not, actually. Okay, second pullback. Yeah.
2,500 tick trap.
Is it going to give it to us? Is it going to give it to us actually here? Second to short might be the catalyst that triggers the trap. I'll take it though. I'll certainly take this trade if it gives it to me. Maybe not get it at all. Maybe we won't get it at all. Maybe we won't get it at all. Second entry long on the 5-minute chart. Still good enough for me. I'll wait here. Second short, but super choppy here. I'm not going to take this trade. I'm only going to go short if it triggers a trap on the 2500 tick chart. Even better if it can trigger a trap on the 5-minute chart as well, but who knows. All right. Exercising patience. Showing patience. Just waiting for my setup. We got about 5 bajillion overlapping bars in a row right here. This is how absolute trash it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 overlapping bars in a row. This is so sick. So sick. Untradeable price action. That's what we have. What's gold doing? Please don't tell me blast it off. Yeah. In fact, this bar ends up pretty bearish, so kind of spooky. But looks like it's about to hit the 1 to 2, which I was looking for. All right, didn't take the second short by showing patience here. Only taking the trade on the 2500 tick chart for triggers. Small risk on this trade as well. Relatively small risk for 2500 tick. For amazing risk reward again. Like so sick. The risk reward here is incredible. So slow, such low volume. This is absolutely torture to trade this kind of market. But here we are together, pandas. Trading it together. Gold. I don't want to look at it. I'm going to have so much FOMO. I don't want to look at this. Why did I even take my trade off? I was at a risk. I was at a risk-free trade. I don't know why I even took it off. Right. Showing patience there. Ends up paying off. It pays off by not losing that trade. Exercising patience. Really wanted that setup. Really wanted that setup. Never got it. That's pushing up quite hard. Don't know if it's still viable. I might just be happy with a positive $700 day today. Got like sevens across. 777 profit. Better than nothing. Absolutely better than nothing, to be honest. Like, it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Being up $700 on a day like today. And it didn't even come on the Nascraq. Nascraq, I'm basically break even today. It all came from gold. Yeah. All right. I just don't see a setup. I just don't see something I like moving forward here. If anything, it's just disgusting to me. This is rotten price action. Even when I'm up $706, I can sit here and admit saying this is filthy price action that I absolutely hate, even though I'm green. It's just because it's just, well, one thing, I didn't even make my money on the Nascraq. I made money on the gold. But it's the fact that I'm just looking at this and seeing all this chop here. And that's why I think it's absolutely ignorant when people are like, just, you can't blame the markets, blah, blah, blah. You know, they are misunderstanding when I say this market's trash. When I say this market's trash, I mean that the market is very difficult to trade. Of course, like, I should get better, blah, blah, blah. But there is license. There is reason why people lose money on days like today. This is absolute trash. Feels like I'm just short. I mean, it's a terrible trade. Terrible trade to take. Limit order market. No, thank you. So sick. Cannot take this trade. Cannot go long here. This is right hitting the resistance. And on top of that, so slow. Like, so incredibly slow. All right. I think that's it, Pandas. I can't handle this anymore. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. And sad news. I won't be streaming Thursday and Friday. So tomorrow will be my last day of streaming this week. And I hope to see you guys there. Catch it if you can. Especially it'll be the last day of trading this week. Hope to see you guys there. Pandas. We're up $760. And translating to about $777 altogether on these accounts. Tough day. What can I say? I mean, it's pretty tough. We're green, but I can sit here and admit this is a very hard day. And just the price action, just no volatility. It's just like I don't know. We got the ATR at 9 right now. It's just no volume, and this is no conviction on any of the moves here, and just very difficult conditions for me to trade. So with that being said, pandas, I'll see you guys bright early tomorrow morning. Yeah, as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.